Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator here on our Frankenmuth Farming Map. So we are done with the contracts that we wanted to do in December and we are now ready to just get our last things done before we head over to January. So I just quickly want to get some stuff over to the preserved food factory because yeah, we just want to keep that going so that there's not any lost production. I think I'm gonna leave that little bit of eggs. That will be just fine. And then I just want to see how much Napa cabbage we have. And we can just take that over as well. We're heading into the winter months now, so yeah, there's not gonna be too much to do on the farm and we won't have any contracts, so we'll just keep our productions going and basically just go through winter. Oh, and there's a couple of things that we can sell over the winter time. So I think up next we just have to keep an eye on the wood chips because there might be about two loads that we can take over and sell. So I'm just gonna head out this way. I should probably just strap that down so we don't lose it on the way to the preserved food factory. We'll just head over there, get this unloaded, and then I think we are about done. All our productions are looking good, and yeah, all our work is basically done on our fields. So what I'm thinking about for the grass field is we have quite a bit of hay at the moment. So, and I still, like, you know, we still want to get some buffaloes and cows on the farm. We currently have 131,000 in the bank and I don't really want to repay it because it seems like we got a little bit more on the loan. I think we're about on 1980, so 1.9 million and 80,000. And it seems like as our buildings kind of depreciate, the loan drops a bit. So I don't really want to pay back any money at this point. I just want to keep the money in the bank, even though we pay a little bit of interest on it. And then we can save up and see if we can possibly get some cows and buffaloes. And yeah, we'll take it from there. I'm really looking forward to that, so I hope we will be able to do it soon. I'm just gonna try and hop back to the farm. I closed everything down. Where am I? Guess we're gonna use this door. And then we'll go to sleep. It's already dark, so wintertime, sunset sooner, so just quickly want to check on our prices. Our wood chips are still going up, so we need to get to around about 540 per liter. So hopefully in January we hit that mark. So we are gonna go to sleep and maybe we get some snow. Nope, not yet. Okay, that's fine. Maybe next month. Looks a little bit like it, but not really. Okay, so let's quickly hop through our animals. So goats are starting to produce goat milk, so that's good. And they still have a lot of food. Apparently not really using the food. Okay, that's good. No problems there. And our chickens are still doing good. We have some eggs that we can take over at some point to the preserved food factory. Let's just quickly hop through here. Cement is doing fine on stones. Grain mill starting to run low on rice. Wheat still looks good. Our greenhouses are fine on water. Oil mill is doing good on canola. Preserved food factory, that one we just want to run out of everything. What's left? Napa cabbage still a bit. Still have a bit of spinach to work through. So that's gonna keep going for a bit longer. We have problems. We have a lot of problems. Okay, so we need to get eggs over and Napa cabbage. So we did run out of everything over there, even though we took that little bit over. So we'll quickly do that. Sawmill, small one. We should get a 3 in there, and we're still good on that one. I think we can fill that up in February. So let's just quickly have a look at our prices. Okay, so wood chips. That's going to be our first priority after the preserved food factory, of course. But we need to sell that wood chips off. We'll just see maybe if there is a better place to sell this wood chips. We can sell it at the farmer's market. I think that will be better than taking it to, or taking it on the train. So those prices are still going up, so let's just keep an eye on that. We'll see what happens. Now we left the international over at the preserved food factory, so let's just grab this, run back to the farm. I'm gonna do that, grab everything that we need from the farm, and then I'll see you when I get back to the preserved food factory. So see you in just a little bit. Okay, so something went wrong when I was loading this tray after this international. No idea. Anyway, so I saw everything was starting to fall off, so I just strapped it down, and well, it looks like this. Luckily it's not far, and hopefully everything goes into the preserved food factory when I unstrap this. Oh boy, this is gonna be a mess. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay, good. So I grabbed the, as you saw, some of the flour and the rice flour pellets as well. Let's just have a quick look. Everything is back up and running again. Yeah, so not a lot of eggs, not a lot of Napa cabbage, but at least there's something in there for now. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna leave the international here again. I'm just gonna hop over, grab this out of Ultra, and I'm just gonna quickly head over to grab our trailer. I think I left it at the grain mill, so I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna head over to our sawmill and start loading up our wood chips. And then I'll see you when I get back to the farmer's market, and we'll probably speed up time, just see that the price levels out a bit, and then we'll sell that off. So see you in just a little bit. I'm gonna save you some time on traveling. Okay, so we're coming up to the farmer's market. I sped up the time a bit, and our price has leveled out. So we are on $548 per liter. So we're gonna sell this, and there's about 21,000 liters left in the sawmill that I'm also gonna go get and sell that off as well. I'm hoping we have to sell it on this side. We'll find out soon enough. Looks like it is. Yes, that was a good 15,000. We'll just go grab the other ones. While I have you, I think I didn't finish my previous story about the buffaloes and the cows. So I'm thinking of getting that, and I'm saving up for, well, for the pen basically, and for the animals, and it's gonna cost quite a bit of money. So I'm hoping after we are able to sell, well, most of the stuff that we can sell at this point, we'll have enough money to be able to afford the pen and some animals. Hopefully we'll get quite a bit, but I know the contracts are gonna start to basically stop at this point. I don't think there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Even our neighbors are starting to basically rest for the winter, I think, before all the harvesting and planting starts up again. So I did check in the contracts. There's nothing really interesting. I mean, there's state wood, rock removal, and wood transport. So, and it's all 3 small amounts. So I don't think we're... Oh, we have another pallet of Napa cabbage. Oh, and as I drove past our goats, I realized I left 2 bales in their feeding triggers. So that's why the food is staying full, because they are basically using the bales that's in the trigger as well. So it's gonna be a while before we have to feed them again. Yeah, that's my story for now. I'm just gonna get over to our sawmill, get the other wood chips, and I'll drive it over to our farmers market and sell that off as well. And then we'll look where we're at. I don't want to speed up time now because I want to get the best price at the farmers market, and then after we sold the wood chips we can have a look and see, and we'll maybe speed up some time and go through January, see if there pops up any contracts. If there doesn't, well, then we'll just hop right into February. So we just need to take whatever eggs and Napa cabbage we have over to the preserved food factory, but other than that there's not a lot that we can do at the moment. So I'll see you in a little bit once I get the last wood chips over to the farmers market, and then we take it from there. So we are back with our last bit of wood chips. Just sell this off. Hopefully that's gonna be another, what, 11 maybe? Yeah, 11,000. Okay, so I'm just gonna park this over here at the bakery. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, well, this is still going, but it's not going to be going for long. We'll sort out the sawmills at some point. Okay, so let's have a look at our prices. We don't want to worry about that now. Not selling anything else in January. Of course, all of this we're going to use for something else. February. Let's just have a quick look and see if there's anything we have to keep an eye on. Not really, so we're only going to have something in March again. So let's just keep an eye on the contracts while we speed up some time. Just gonna run through a bit of the day. So with our grass field, I was thinking we'll probably make some silage, and because we have enough hay at this point, so if we make some silage and sell that off, maybe we can make a bit of money that can also help us to save up some money for our buffaloes and our cows. Okay, so nothing is happening in the contracts. Don't really see anything happening here. We'll keep our noodle soup for now. Don't think we want to sell that off at this point. Okay, no contracts yet. Nope. Okay, so we might as well slow this down. Shut that off and we'll hop over to our farm. Let's just open this door. Turn off the lights. Thank you. Oh no. Okay, so that happened. I was still in the trigger to close the door. Anyway, so we'll just run around. Oh, you know what? We still have to take some eggs and Napa cabbage over. Let's just have a look how much we have. Oh, we have a little bit. Let's see how quickly we're gonna spawn another Napa cabbage. Not too quickly. Okay, so unfortunately we're first gonna have to do that. Because as long as we can keep this going, we make more money. We will definitely need some more, or one more at least, greenhouse, just to make sure we can make enough Napa cabbage for that production, because clearly we are not making enough. We're barely keeping it alive. I know we don't get a lot of money off the kimchi, but it's still good money if you think we only have the greenhouse that we paid for, and I should probably have my lights on, and the water we're getting for free, so it's not that bad making money off basically nothing. So might as well keep that going as far as we can. I have been thinking that we will probably need an autoloader at some point, just to assist us a little bit. We'll just park here, hop out. I'm not going to shut it off because we're going to be quick. Okay, so we're going to take all of it. Oops. Don't worry, it's not like it's eggs and it's fragile. Oh my word, almost got stuck in the door. Let's just grab these ones. Put that on the international. Okay, perfect. Strap that down. Oh, I left that door open, it's fine. The other door is closed. We are going to be hopping in there in the morning as well, so doesn't really matter. I left the door open. I keep dropping everything. That's a 1. Two. Grab that down. And we're off. So yeah, with the silage that we want to make, I'm gonna have to get a bale wrapper. So that's gonna cost us a little bit of money. Not quite sure how much, but... And I'm probably gonna have to do smaller bales to be able to bale wrap them. So it might take me a minute to get all that grass into bales if I use the small bales. But anyway, we'll have a lot of silage, and once it's fermented anyway, and I think we can make some good money off that. If I just look at the hay prices, I mean, with the with the bales that we got off that field, I mean, I think it was like something like 58,000 that we could sell the hay for. We're gonna keep it for the animals, but if we make silage, we should get quite a bit of money. I'm hoping that can give us a little bit of a cash flow boost. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna leave this here for now. We can take it back to the farm at some point. Okay, here we go again. Now we're definitely gonna go to sleep. And then we'll head over to February. Doesn't look like we're getting any snow this year, which is unfortunate. I actually hoped that we would get snow, as I skipped the previous winter in the videos. Welcome to February. Okay, so the loan interest is hitting us hard. We hop through our productions again. That's looking fine for now. Price is running low, our wheat's still fine. Greenhouses are doing good. Oil mill is doing fine. Should actually just check the storing as well. This preserved food is still going. This one has run out of everything again, so we're gonna get that over to the preserved food factory. Sawmill, small one, we'll definitely have to get some wood in there, and also the big one before we will be able to go over to the next month. Okay, contract still nothing. Animals, that's looking good. I want to check the chickens. Yeah, the chickens is getting low on food as well. So where did I leave the Voltra on the trailer? That is over at the farmer's market. So let's first sort out our preserved food, and then we'll do the animals, or just the chickens, at least get them fed. And after that we can head over to the sawmills and just get some trees into the sawmill so that that can keep going, because we need that. I wonder how our rice flour is looking at the preserved food. Let's just quickly check. Preserved food factory, flour, rice flour. Okay, so we can take a bit of flour over as well. We don't need to worry about the normal flour, but the rice flour we can load up as well. I think I should just grab the trailer and then we'll load all the flour up, because I mean it all has to go to the preserved food factory in any way, so we might as well just take everything over. So I'm just gonna grab everything, take it over, and then I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so we took a bit of time, and apologies, and we filled up the sawmill. Our grain mill is still doing fine. The sawmills are both back up on wood, and the preserved food factory is running low on napa cabbage and eggs as always. Yeah, everything else. Oh, I filled up the greenhouses with water, so all of that is done. So what we're currently keeping our eye on is planks long and our wood beams, because that both has to be sold in March. Our small planks is only in July, so I think, oh, and I fed the animals, so our chickens are doing good. We have 6 months old chickens now, so hopefully they will start producing eggs as well, and that will help us out a bit to keep the preserved food factory going, so we're gonna speed up time. Just want to see under contracts if anything's popping up. Not yet. And then we'll just keep an eye on this. Okay, so we are gonna go through February quite quickly. Just want to see until we get till 5 o'clock. Nothing yet there. Planks long, looks like the prices are still going up. Just need to get more than 2,000. We can't take it to the grain elevator, so we'll have to see if we can find something else. Wagon builder, I suspect, is not going to take a lot. It is probably going to hit capacity and then we won't get paid for it, so might not help taking it there. I actually should keep an eye on our grass field, but it still says harvested. So I don't know. So we're still good there. No contract yet. Prices. Doesn't look like it's moving much. Okay, so we have gone quite late. So we can head back over. I just want to keep this at 0.5. So we're gonna head back to the house. Oh, we should. So let's go to the house. I just want to grab this because now we have probably run out of Napa cabbage and eggs again. Should get out. Oops. Wrong button. Fat fingers. Okay, so let's quickly get our eggs. Looks like there's a bit in here at least. We can take 2 pallets over. Just gonna be dragging the trailer along, doesn't matter. Just in case we need it. And at least we know we have it with us. Okay, let's just wrap this down and take it a bit closer. Are we gonna make the turn? Yes. Okay, there's at least 3 Napa cabbages. That helps a bit. We'll just grab these. So in April we have to plant rice again, so that's probably gonna be our next big thing. But until then it's gonna be relatively quiet. Oops. Just wanna hop in here. Almost remember something about our noodle soup. That's also in March. Just gonna have to keep an eye on our March prices because I think there's gonna be quite a bit that we can sell in March. Just so that we get as much money as possible for everything that we still want to do, because we need to buy the cultivator to be able to prepare our rice fields for the next planting season. And we need the bale wrapper that we want to use for the silage, and then we are saving up for our buffaloes and our cows. And then of course, doesn't help, we have the animals and the milk, but we don't have the dairy, so we are gonna have to get the dairy as soon as possible, just so that we can start making products of all the milks that we're producing. Milk, not milks, milk that we're producing. So Yeah, exciting times. A lot of money that we want to spend. And after that, we still want to buy that one sawmill for replacement of our other small sawmill. And then we have to save up for our big cement factory just to see if we can produce materials faster so that we can get the grain elevator mill going, because that is also going way too slow at this point. And I would like to see some progress there. So okay, so at least there's a little bit of product in our preserved food factory. Let's just quickly have a look. No, it doesn't help much that we look, but we look. Okay, so eggs are looking good. Napa cabbage looking good. Just look at that, all green, no problems. Flour is still fine. Rice flour should hold us through the night, and then we can check in March what else we need to do. So let's hop over to our farm. And we'll take a nap. Off to March. Okay, loan interest hitting us back down. Okay, so first of all, I don't think we have to worry about any of the animals at this point. Okay, so they have used the bales. At least they have meadow now as well. Contracts are starting to pop up again. That's good news. We can do the stone picking one, and we'll do the hoeing ones. At least we get some money off that. Factories. We are out of eggs again, and well, we're getting there with the Napa cabbage. Rice flour is still looking fine. Okay, so at least everything is going. Just need to get the eggs over. Prices, let's see this. Okay, so we can sell a lot of stuff. Let's start at the top. Okay, there's not enough to sell there, so we'll leave that for now. Jarred green beans. Price is not quite up there yet. Kimchi has to go to the farmer's market. Noodle soup. Okay, so noodle soup has to go to the Birchrun Township, but we're going to look at the prices for the farmer's market. Just see how much that differs. And then our spinach bags we can take over to the farmer's market, so that's on the farm. Okay, so let's load up the spinach bags, and we will just have a look at the noodle soup. Noodle soup, noodle soup, noodle soup. Okay, there's not much of a difference, so we can take that to the farmer's market as well. So let's grab our international, which is still over at the production factory. We'll hop over. Just, oh, I did that again. Can I? Okay, so we'll visit that. Okay, so I guess we'll grab the stuff on the farm last, then. Maybe we should get all the noodle soup loaded here, and all the kimchi as well. What else do we have here? Jarred green bean. Oh, that also has to be sold if I remember correctly. Jarred green bean. Oh, not yet. So we're gonna wait a bit with the jarred green beans and just see that the price goes up a little bit before we sell that. So first we're gonna do kimchi noodle soup. Just want to shut this off because this is going to take a minute. I'm going to quickly get this loaded up and then I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, kids, don't try this at home. Hopefully we make it without any issues. And now of course I want to do a 360 turn because that makes sense. This is definitely not safe and not the right way to do it, but we did it. We made the corner. So I was kind of thinking like, no, let's just stop and wait and we'll come back. But then I saw, okay, well, the pallets kind of stopped spawning. So I thought, well, we might as well make it one trip. So this, it's fine. See, we made it. It's so close. Okay, so there all of that goes, 55,000. And another 24,000, so we're up to 213,000. Okay, so we got that. The planks is also going to be really interesting, so let's just have a look. Okay, so all of that's gone. We're still keeping an eye on the yard green beans. Kimchi, we still have some on the farm, that's why. Okay. And the spinach bags we also have on the farm. So I think we should grab that and bring it back. And then planks long. How's that looking currently? Planks long is on wagon builder. You see, we won't be able to sell everything there. We can take it to the warehouse. That's actually the best price at the moment. So maybe we can take that to the warehouse. And what's the best price for wood beams? Wood beams. Wow. Okay, 2952, 2952, 2952. Okay, so we can sell that at the, what was it? Also at the warehouse. So it looks like all our wood products, planks long and the wood beams, are going to the warehouse, which is over there. So let's quickly grab the last bit of kimchi and those spinach bags and bring that over to the farmer's market, and then we'll head over to our sawmills and start loading up our planks long and our wood beams. I'm thinking of loading the wood beams on the trailer and the planks long on the International, just because the wood beams fit next to each other on the trailer, so that might help us a little bit with space, just to get more on in a trip. I will probably not be loading it as I did with the noodle soup and the kimchi, because we have to travel a bit further. Whoops, hit the ditch. Okay, so we sold most of this off. So I don't know how much is going to spawn. Doubt that it's going to be much. So we'll just get all of this on. I don't even think I have to stack neatly. Just have all of this on the International. A little bit more kimchi. At this point, every little bit counts. So A lot of expenses that we have to incur. Okay, so that's gonna be it. Hop in, just make sure we're on the international, strap down. Gonna use our other entrance. Oh my word, look at that milk. That's a problem. We need the dairy. Oh, decisions. Okay, we'll have to see what we're gonna do first. Okay, I'm gonna hop over to the farmer's market, drop this off, and then I'm gonna head over to the sawmill, the big one probably first, and we'll just start stacking the wood beams and the planks long, and then I'll bring you back in once I sell those, because that's gonna be nice money. I'll see you in a little bit. So we are here with our first load, and first I'm selling at the factory, so let's see how this goes. 31,000 for the planks long, and 47 for the wood beams, so that wasn't bad at all. There's still a lot at the... oh boy, that happened. Apologies, neighbor. Okay, so I'm gonna head back. Hopefully I can grab the rest of the wood beams and the planks long at the big sawmill. And we'll probably have to do a second trip just to the small sawmill to grab the last ones that's over there. And then we'll sell all of it off. And hopefully we'll have a nice amount in the bank after that. Because as you know, we need to spend some money. So I'll bring you back in when I drop off the next load. Okay, so we're back. We have 19,000 liters of long planks and 13,000 of wood beams. It was quite an interesting drive over here. So we got 32,000 for the load on the international and 43 for the load on the trailer, so that's not bad at all. We're up to 370,000 in the bank. Yeah, so I don't know if I said, but we got all the planks long and wood beams, even in the small sawmill as well, so all of that's done. I shouldn't go too far with this. Let me just quickly have a look. So we are down a bit. Let's just see. Another thing that we're still waiting for is the jarred green beans. Sunflower oil. I kind of forgot about the sunflower oil. Okay, so we can sell that at the farmer's market. There's wood beams some... oh no, it won't be. It's because there's two sawmills. Okay, so I think we can quickly head over to our oil mill. And we'll grab that bit of sunflower oil. And sell that at the farmer's market. It's not far, so you can stay in with me for this bit. And then we'll take the international and the trailer back to the farm and we'll just wait for those. No, the jarred green beans is over at this factory. We don't have to go back to the farm. All of that stacked there, so just gonna quickly get the sunflower oil. It's the yellow ones. Just drop this on the international. I don't think there's supposed to be more than this. I think the rest is all canola oil. Oh, there's some at the back. Hope there's not any that has to spawn. just see. Nope. Looks like that's it. Wrong one. Here we go. Let's take this over. We can sell this off. And then we're getting closer to 400,000. I think this goes on this side. I keep turning slowly because I was way overloaded with the planks. Okay, 14,000. We'll just take the international over, maybe just load up the jarred green beans along, and then we'll just wait for when the price is right, and then we can sell that off. Won't take too long to load this up. I still have to get the contract started. I just wanted to get our products that we wanted to sell over to sell as quickly as possible before the prices dropped, especially with the wood beams and the planks long. So we have quite a bit of this, and all of this we made off that 2 contracts that we did a while back, so this is actually good money for us. We didn't even pay to have it planted or anything. I mean, this is just contract income. That is not bad at all. I'm just playing with the idea. I don't know which would be best, to get the dairy started first or to get the cows started. Because at least if we have the dairy, we can start making some money off the goats. But on the other hand, if we get the, yeah, I don't know, we'll probably have to get the dairy first, to be honest. I'm just gonna turn this around. Just have it parked here for now. Okay, so we got all that. Nothing else really that we can still sell at this point in any way. Okay, so let's have a look at the contracts. Okay, so the 2 hoeing ones we're gonna do, the stone picking one we're gonna do. Let's borrow that items, and we'll probably use those ones, and we'll accept that one. There's a weeding one as well. We'll see what else pops up. So let's get over here. Okay, and we're gonna need our Voltra for the trailer. Okay, so I'm just gonna get our contract started at least. This episode is getting quite long, so at least you were here for most of the selling of the products. So we're gonna sell off our last jarred green bean as soon as the price is a bit better. And yeah, we'll do some contract work and see how much money we can get in today or in March. And then I think, let me think, yeah, I think let's first see how much money we can make. And then we can decide what we're going to do in the next episode. So the options are we'll get our buffaloes, water buffaloes, and our goats, not goats, cows going, or we will buy the dairy and start making some produce of our goat milk. So those are the two options. We'll definitely get a cultivator because we need to cultivate the rice fields because we have to plant that in April, and we'll have to get a baler. Just want to see what's happening with our grass field. Still says harvested. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'll try to figure that out. Not quite sure why that is happening. You see, we already have 3 pallets of goat milk over there, so kind of feels like wasting if we don't have the dairy. But we'll see how much money we can make, and then we'll take it from there. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to continue on and make some more money. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video, and you're welcome to subscribe if you want to see more, and you can hit that notification bell if you would like to get notifications whenever I upload videos. So I try to upload videos quite regularly. I think I'm currently at 4 videos a week. So yeah, I will appreciate all the likes and subscriptions just to help the channel grow a bit, and so that we can get some more people watching and having fun with us on the farm. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.